So hello everyone, today is Sunday and October 16, 2022 and we are doing as usual the Hindu daily edition. So without wasting any time, let us first find out what are the most important news and then it would be obviously followed by a detailed discussion. So let's go and find out. Camp of death is now a lifesaver and not required. Justice suspend order discharging Sai Baba not required. Delhi civil polls, Nadda had to address Mega not required. Government has rejected hunger index. Okay, we have to see it. Why? What are the points from government side? Okay, fine. Civic election on mind. Nadda to attack half government and mega rally today. Okay, there is nothing here. Okay, there are such as other chief tells follower to go by direction of sect leaders. Okay, fine. Protesting teaching, job aspirant survive on hope. Okay, BJP government in Karnataka is anti SC ST says Rahul. Now elephant deaths puts focus on low hanging power line in Assam. Now this is one of the thing, low hanging power line. Yes, this would lead to death of elephants. Nilkurunji. Yes, it is Nilkurunji, of course. Okay. So this is now Prakasam barrage and it is located in Vijayawada, right? Okay, let's see what we have on the PM use for use of regional language in legal system to bring ease of justice. Yes. Okay, this is a good point. Use of regional language to bring ease of justice. Okay. So this can be written in justice Lagarde questions. Fine. As solution to quicken justice delivery. Fine. Okay. Chhattisgarhia Olympics. Okay, this is a good thing. Fine, you can read it, but I am not going to read it for the exam point of view. Okay, we'll do this. Okay, Indian subsidies must not be viewed unidimensionally as it is done by major WTO partners. Okay. What is it? WSJ? Wall Street Journal. Okay. Startup to tap potential of lab grown meat. Okay. World Xi set for third term, China to unveil new leadership. Okay. Let's see what we have on the science page. Lecture translated from English. Okay. Neutralizing antibody. We'll be doing it separately. I promised you that from in November month I'll be coming up with the science and technology for last 6 months, because look, I have seen that same things repeat every now and then. Okay, so we have to filter out things. Fine. Okay. Now FAQ page. Why did bank bailout research get Nobel? Okay, we'll see this very briefly. The issue of collegium functioning. Obviously, this is always in news article 124 and 3 judges cases taken together. UK economic crisis. We'll see it very briefly. Okay. So we don't have anything here, and on sports page what we have, there's nothing here because from exam point of view we don't have anything here, right? Let's see the news in frame pages if we have got anything. Indian Post Office post box, you have got a mail. Love smile here, instant communication not out after they are one. Yes, today it is not used because a more reliable and more quicker ways of communication has evolved, right? So let's begin from the first page. The center had yet again rejected global hunger index, which ranks India 107 among 121 countries. Whatsoever be the case, mark my word, BPSC 67th mains, it is coming. Okay, we didn't had anything here on these pages, right? Okay, we have seen that thing, we have seen this thing. Okay, we have talked about that also. Yes, here it is. Okay, so the center has yet again reacted to rejected the global hunger index 2022, which ranked India 107 among 121 countries and called it an erroneous measure of hunger and at an attempt to taint India's image. It wrongly claims that the rank are based on opinion poll. Okay, the report found that India's GHI score is 29.1 on a scale of 0 to 100, with 0 representing no hunger was worse than a score of 28.2 in 2014. India's rank also below all neighboring countries except Afghanistan. China, in contrast, was among countries with collectively ranked among 1 to 17 for least hunger. 3 out of 4 indicators used for calculation of index are related to health of children and cannot be representative of entire population, said the statement from Ministry of Women and Child Development. There is the second year in row when government has rejected GHI ranking. It adds that the fourth indicator, estimation of proportion of undernourished population, is based on an opinion poll conducted on sample size of 3000 on food insecurity experiment scale. Survey module of Food Agriculture Organization. Yes, so you see there are some of logic in this also. We have a population of 1.130 crore, 130 plus crore, right? Out of which you are taking a sample size of just 3000. We have more than this people, means number of geography optionals. Okay, in UPSC mains, any year you can see that it is more than 3000. So your sample size is actually very small for the fourth indicator, and 3 indicators are related to children. Okay, so under these circumstances, it may not be proper to quantify things like this. Quantitative means if you want to quantify things, it has its own limitations, and hunger and education are a kind of non-tangible assets, right? Or non-tangible things, not asset. So in that context we have to say it. India's subsidy must not be viewed unidimensionally. Let's see. Finance Minister has urged the World Bank to avoid unidimensional view of subsidies provided by Indian government and asserted that it is important to differentiate between distortive subsidies and targeted support to vulnerable households. Speaking in an interaction with the World Bank Developing Committee meeting on Friday, she said that subsidies have made definite contribution to improving India's performance on several key parameters of SDG. Okay, know this thing. Just you have to know things. There's nothing else you have to be concerned about. Okay. Okay, then we are here. The issue of collegium functioning. Let's see this first. Why did a meeting of collegium not take place? should the body change the way it works? A meeting of Supreme Court Collegium comprising of CJI and 4 senior most judges, okay, which was called for September 30 but did not take place, was subsequently closed without being any further deliberation. What prevented further deliberation was the fact that Union Law Minister by a letter dated October 7 requested CJI Justice U.U. Lalit to nominate his successor as the latter tenure ends on 8 November 2022. The postponement of the meeting and its subsequent closure has invited attention to the manner in which collegium functioned. What is the work of collegium? The collegium system, one in which a group of senior most judges make appointment to higher judiciary, has been practiced for nearly 3 decades. Its importance lies in the fact that opinion has primacy in matter of appointment of High Court and Supreme Court, as well as transfer of judges. Its legal basis is found in the series of 3 judges, usually referred to as the judges case. Okay. Concerning higher judiciary, it is a matter of functioning has been laid down in form of memorandum of procedure. The Constitution says, please give me a minute. Yeah, I am back. The Constitution says Supreme Court judge is appointed by the President in consultation with the CJI. In the first judge's case, the court has held that consultation with CJI should be full and effective. In second judge's case, it introduced the collegium system in 1993. It ruled that CJI would have to consult the collegium of its 2 senior most judges in apex court on judicial appointment. The third judge's case, which was presidential reference, has expanded the collegium to its present composition of CJI and 4 senior most judges. Okay. How does it discharge its function? The collegium functioning has been criticized for being opaque. Its resolution and recommendations are hosted on Supreme Court's website, giving the relevant information about the decision. However, the nature of the deliberations and whether there are internal differences of opinion on suitability of a particular candidate are unknown. It functions mainly through the system of adopting resolutions and sending them into the Union Law Ministry for further action. If a proposal for appointment of a judge is returned from reconsideration, the collegium may either drop or reiterate it. When the collegium reiterates the decision after reconsideration, it is binding on the government. Okay, so this is a very important point. Right? Why the meeting closed without result? The meeting has to be postponed because that day a member of the collegium, Justice G.Y. Chandrachud, who will be the next Chief Justice, was preoccupied with his list of cases well beyond the court hours. Subsequently, the difference of opinion has been acknowledged over the manner in which the deliberations were to go on. While Chief Justice Lalit wanted to circulate the file pertaining to some recommendations for appointment to the Supreme Court, 2 judges in the collegium, Justice Chandrachud and Justice Abdul Nazir, did not favor any decision through circulation. They preferred deliberation in person. Meanwhile, the Union Law Minister asked the Chief Justice to name the successor. By convention, once the recommendation for successor of CJI office is made, the collegium ceases to make decision. There is no law or rules that says collegium should become dysfunctional during the last month of Chief Justice tenure, but it is observed as a matter of convention. Again, this is very important point for UPSC pre 2023. Mark my word. If a question on collegium comes, this is where it should be focusing. Okay, let's see this one. Bank bailout won a Nobel. We'll just do the gist kind of thing, not entire, because this is not related to UPSC examinations directly. Okay. How have the 3 economists' insight improved the financial system ability to avoid serious crisis and bank run? Why is their working rewarded now, almost 4 decades after it was published? What lessons has India learned? Okay, they won the Nobel Prize 2022. Okay. Why were they chosen? The Nobel economist has been awarded for their research on bank and financial crisis undertaken in 1980s, which have formed the foundation of what constitutes the most modern banking research. Okay. The analysis nearly 4 decades ago still informs efforts to emphasize the vitality of banks to keep the economy functioning smoothly, the possible mechanism to make them more robust and amid crisis period, and how bank collapses can fuel large financial crises that can rattle the economies. Moreover, their work went beyond the realm of just theory and had a significant practical import in regulating financial market and preempting the or coping with crisis. What are the key insights? Okay, analyzed the worst modern economic crisis, the Great Depression. It turned conventional thinking of the time on head by arguing that bank failure in 1930s were not just a result of depression but in fact contributing many factors to a lingering scar on economic activity. Apart from the obvious impact of collapsing bank on its depositors' fortunes, he argued that critical borrower profiles were lost when bank imploded, thus hindering the ability to channelize savings to investment that could have received. Okay, fine, this is just. Okay. Does this have any resonance for India? India's household as well as policymakers are too familiar with bank failure in recent past. Starting from the trouble of privately run Global Trust Bank freezes its withdrawal at several cooperative banks. Government and regulatory interventions can sustain faith in banking system and have induced higher deposit insurance cover, facilitating takeover of weaker section lenders and step into bad loans. Okay, the key of learning from Nobel laureates seems to have been embraced by Indian authority, but as the government pursues the privatization of bank while aiming to consolidate lenders to create new entities to finance bigger investment, at most regulatory and legislative will is warranted. Okay, fine. So it is saying that their work can come in handy when as we are trying to expand our banking system to more heights, right? Let's see UK economic crisis very briefly. Okay, what is this thing? What is the background? On Friday, British Prime Minister Truss fired Chancellor of Exchequer, okay, and dropped part of their economic package that has been announced to tackle the burning inflation and smooth market turbulence. When did the trouble begin? The UK economy has veered dangerously towards a free fall in recent walk, and Miss Truss and Mr. Quartering fumbled in their way through defining a clear economic strategy. Okay, so first thing is that clear economic strategy is missing. While persisting with their started goal of spurring economic growth in post-Brexit scenario, this trouble began shortly after September 6 when Ms. Truss looked over her predecessor Boris Johnson, who left Downing Street under a cloud after internal party rebellion over his involvement in Partygate scandal. Okay. Yet, even as she entered office, her cabinet started at looming energy crisis, partly driven by instability stemming from energy supplies disruption associated with the war. While she appeared to act decisively in early September, assure British families struggling to pay their gas bill, etc., it was her broader plan to cut income tax from higher earners in the UK to scrap corporate tax hike that was in firing line. Okay, what has been the fallout of policies? Her now infamous mini budget of September 23 outlining this proposal caused such a turbulence in the market that Bank of England was compelled to step in and to help the pensions industry surviving skyrocketing government borrowing cost and all those things are there. Fine. I don't see it coming in examination. Give it a read if you think it would come. I don't see it coming in the examination. You use your own brain, because if I go on to analyze each and every news, then every day I have to read newspaper for more than 2 hours. That is not relevant and that is not required also. I am no YouTuber just to do things for the sake of getting some views and all those things, right? You know me well. I have been doing this for past many days. Okay, then we are done with today's news analysis. I hope you like it. If you like it, consider subscribing the channel, liking the content, commenting and sharing. Okay, with this I take a part from you. So goodbye all, good luck, study well for your dream, and Jai Hind.
So friends, I really hope that you like this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe our channel and share this video with your friend. Follow us on Telegram as well. Also, keep studying hard, keep following your dreams and keep tuned to our channel. Comment below for any suggestion. Till then, goodbye, good luck, keep studying hard.